is what you want to get away from with respect to going out and experiencing. But just remember that no matter how many truths a teacher can tell you, or how altruistic or magnanimous that teacher may seem, they'll always be drawing from what they have learned from their path, which in essence is the narrow path in relation to your path, but it's not your path. In the future, I will discuss what the narrow path means to me and how the narrow path is a good thing for you to look at, but not in this context. If you are truly in tune with the underlying energies and underlying intentions, you will be put through certain tests and experiences until you reach certain points in consciousness and you might seem totally lost at times when you're trying to follow this broad path or wide path. But even when you're feeling that way, you'll continue to go through these experiences time and time again. You might feel like you're going around in loops, but you're not, so long as you are trying to collect from your experience without trying to collect. And that's what life is all about. It's going through experiences and trying to learn. And you'll keep going through them, and maybe several experiences occur, maybe 100, maybe 1,000, maybe 10,000 experiences that you have locked away in your subconscious, in that region of your mind, which I want to say it is part of your mind, but you have to examine the fact that when you take in data or information, and you don't consciously have it in use, or you dream something, or you have a memory of something and you totally forget about it, and then it returns to you someday. Do you honestly think that that thought, that notion, was physically stored in your cerebral cortex the whole time? So anyway, you'll go through these experiences and you'll feel lost at times, and because maybe you'll be trying a little too hard to be in connection with this underlying truthfulness or intention. But then, at some point, as long as you are truly in honesty, trying to connect with it, and letting it connect to you, and it's very difficult for me to explain precisely what I'm talking about, because I keep using terminology like trying to connect with it. I hate using the word trying to, because it's not, that's exactly what you shouldn't be trying to do. But then what are you? You're always trying to do something. So just take heed of what my terminology is, and don't take it at face value. As I said, I'm trying to use as little rhetoric as possible. But at some point you will return and you will connect back into it, and it'll just click, and suddenly all of those experiences will show you towards some sort of conclusion that resonates to you in total truthfulness, and it resonates to you. You might tell it to someone else and it might not have any meaning to them whatsoever, and that's totally understandable. That's totally where we're heading with this. And remember, both the underlying intention that intends for you and the one that intends against you, they're both the truth, okay? It's basically you trying to show yourself. And like I said, all it takes is one look from someone's eyes that can start to kick you off your path as they pass you in the street. It'll immediately start to make you succumb to the underlying intention which is intending against you, and you'll revert back into this process which starts to make you feel disconnected. But then, as you go on, you'll see why you're being put through those feelings of loss and confusion, fear, contempt, anger. All of these words that we associate, I know. Once again, rhetoric. And you'll see that your ego is, in fact, quite susceptible to these extra dimensional forces. It's like putting two and two together, but understanding that two can mean four, or it could mean five, or it could mean blue, or it could mean red. It all depends on what the intention is.